Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. You are here for the Silicon Beach August virtual pitch night. If you can believe it, I have to keep reminding myself we are in August. And for those of you who are joining us in Melbourne, and we've obviously just been told we're going into our sixth lockdown. So lucky us, number 6. Those in Sydney who are still, you're poor in your lockdown, we're thinking of you too. But let's forget that. Let's not talk about COVID. Let's not talk about lockdowns, because we're going to have a good night tonight. So thank you all for joining us. We will get started in just a moment. We'll just let everyone get settled. And there you go. Feel free to pop on your camera. We are recording, as you'll see. But if you're sort of not wanting to be seen, keep your camera off. But please let us see your face. That's the best thing about these pitch nights, is we get to see you all. All right, whilst we're letting people in, I might actually get started. So my name is Karen Finch and I am your MC tonight. So thank you so much for having me. A little bit about me. I always forget to do this, and then I wonder if people actually wonder who I am. So I'm actually the CEO and founder of Legally Yours, which is Australia's leading legal marketplace that connects individuals and SMEs with fixed fee lawyers across Australia. So just think legal services, accessing a lawyer, and all without the bill shock. Who doesn't want that? I'm also the Vice President of the Australian Legal Tech Association, and I'm also an event organiser for the Silicon Beach, which is why I love emceeing these pitch nights. And I also organise free events throughout the month, as well as we do with the Silicon Beach group. You'll see lots of events there coming up, free to access, that you can tune into. And a little plug for the one that I have coming up on the 18th of August is with Elise Margot, where we're going to be talking about what startups need to do in terms of legal documents, but also how they can save money on their legal costs as well. And I just wanted to give a shout out to the top that I'm wearing tonight. So you might be able to read, it says, "Actually, I can." This is a huge initiative I just wanted to shine the light on very, very quickly. So Kate Dillon and the team at She Lion, through COVID last year, decided that they wanted to do something for small business. And essentially they got 22 small businesses in the centre of Melbourne to come up with these tops. So everything you see on this top, from the design, the ink, the textiles, the way it was delivered, the packaging, the supply chain, the logistics, was all made by Melbourne companies. So support local. Let's give something back to the small business community who've been hit so hard during this time. So shelion.com.au. It's a female founded business, which we love. Hooray. But yes, just wanted to shine the light on that. So shelion.com.au. All right. In the spirit of reconciliation, and on behalf of all the team at Silicon Beach, I acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm standing on here today, which is the Bunurong Bunrawong and the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung peoples of the Eastern Kulin Nation. And I pay respect to the elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who may be joining us here today. So the primary mission of what you've tuned in today and of Silicon Beach is we are all about empowering startup founders. Our vision is we want to create an environment where founders can feel supported, educated and empowered to fulfill their startup vision and values. And so tonight really is about us all providing that platform for people who sometimes this might be the first time they've pitched their idea to an audience. So please make sure that in the comments you be supportive. We love constructive feedback. We love connection. We love input. But this is a really safe, comfortable and very supportive place for these people to do it. So bit of housekeeping. We are recording, which I've mentioned. Please make sure that you're on mute so that we don't have any extra noises, unless, of course, you're the pitcher. Again, please use that chat for lots of encouraging support, feedback, reach out and connection. And we will be putting the details of the pitches so you can connect with them. And finally, I'm going to take a little photo and put that there. So just anyone that's got their camera on, a nice big smile because you're excited to be here. And in 3, 2, 1, smile. Thank you so much. Very good. All right, I'm going to hand over to the leader of Silicon Beach. His name is David Hauser. He works tirelessly every day for this community. I'm going to throw over to him to give us a few words on the sponsors. David. Oh, you're on mute. Now you're on.
Hello, here I am. Thank you so much, Karen. And welcome everyone here to Silicon Beach from me as well. It's not a lockdown pitch night, and we're excited that we have all on board. We are all united now in lockdown all around along the East Coast. So let's have a party tonight and celebrate. With Silicon Beach, we're all about empowering founders, early stage, all the way up to advanced startups that are already in scale-up space. And we're doing all of that right now still as volunteers. We're just incorporated Silicon Beach, Australia as a new non-for-profit organization, but the tireless work that Karen is putting in and our directors are putting in, it's all on a volunteer base at the moment. And we couldn't do it with all their work. So I want to shout out to Karen from Legally Yours, to Charlene David from CFO Works, to David Heasley from Heasley Lawyers. And thank them very much for all their hard work and efforts to help grow Silicon Beach. And we have some exciting developments coming up in the near future. We're onboarding some new sponsors, building a new website, community website for us. And we're onboarding new digital marketers that are helping us to bring founder stories to our community. So please still stay tuned. And if you find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Meetup, wherever, please join us and follow us. We will bring much more value to you in the near future. And we would be excited to get your feedback to learn what you like and what you would like us to post in the future. With that said, I hand back to Karen and wish you all a beautiful night. Bye-bye.
Oh, thanks so much, David, and a big shout out to you too, because as I said, you do so much behind the scenes working on everything that you do. So we really appreciate you, and we can't do these nights and all the things that we do here at Silicon Beach without you. Okay, so now let's get on to our judges. It's my great pleasure, actually. We've got a massive, amazing judges lineup tonight. So Kelly Morton from Birchal. Kelly is the Chief Legal Officer from Birchal, which is Australia's leading equity crowdfunding platform. Kelly has worked as a lawyer in Australia, London and New York, assisting startups and large corporations with M&A, private equity and venture capital investment activities. Kelly, please unmute, say hello and let us know about the prize that you have, that you will be awarding one very lucky pitcher tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Karen. Good evening, everybody. Today at Birchal, we're offering a free expression of interest campaign for when your startup might be ready to raise capital under the equity crowdfunding regime. And I have actually seen a few Silicon Beach pitches come through our platform and raise money. So great prize. Looking forward to tonight. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Kelly. It's an amazing prize, and we're really excited because this is the first time. And I forgot to put my puppy dog out, so there you go. I might have to. You can tell it's lockdown madness here. There you go. Hopefully she'll be quiet. Over to our next judge. We have Maz from the Quantum Group representing the Founder Institute. So Maz is a tech startup growth specialist with over 20 years experience across business and investments. His journey started with large corporate banks before moving into the startup world, and recently he helped a fintech startup exit in 2019. 12 months ago, he also launched a new startup in tax technology called TaxFox. Today, Maz is representing the Founder Institute Australia and New Zealand as their Associate Director. Founder Institute is the world's largest pre-seed startup accelerator with presence in over 200 cities worldwide and the largest collective of 15,000 experienced mentors. Since 2009, they have helped over 5,000 entrepreneurs to build a business which can make a real impact on society. Maz, we are so excited to have you here and representing the Founders Institute. Please unmute and let us know about the prize.
Thank you so much, Karen, and really appreciate it, David, for having me on today. So on behalf of the Founder Institute, very excited to offer a prize, which is a scholarship to a Founder Institute program that's valued at $1,400. So what that means is that the winner will be invited to join the 16-week program, which is designed to help founders or anyone with an idea to go from just an idea to go to market, validating and launching their amazing idea for everyone to benefit from.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Maz. What a prize. That's so awesome and could just, be an absolute game changer for one of the pitchers pitching tonight. So over to our final judge, last but certainly not least, her name is Cloud. She's from KZNX. Cloud specializes in service innovation strategies and business solutions design. Cloud helps businesses and teams achieve success and growth by focusing on customer needs, unmet needs, and market demands. Cloud is part of the Founder Institute and works as a mentor with founders to design holistic, customer-centric businesses and products. Cloud, say hello and wave.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm always here to help entrepreneurs and small businesses and any sort of business, basically design a human-centric products and services. However, today I'm going to present the THNK.U-bator prize, which David is going to talk you through about it now. David, please.
Thank you, Cloud. David, over to you.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Cloud. Yes, and the prize for the THNK.U-bator is a spot in our all-online pre-accelerator program where we help early stage founders, very, very early stage founders, from pre-idea to being ready to apply for accelerator incubator programs and probably for their first funding. So we're excited to offer that prize, and we're also excited to have Cloud as a mentor on board in the THNK.U-bator program.
Exactly. Thank you, David. Thanks.
Well done, team. So let's get into what we're actually here for tonight. So we are here for the pitching and the stars of tonight, who are our pitchers. So bit of format for those who may be joining us for the first time. Each pitcher has 90 seconds. Listen out. We've got the amazing Jeanette, who will be doing, or Janine, I think actually, sorry, who will be sounding a bell to let us know when we've hit that 90-second mark. So that means wrap up your pitch pretty quickly. After each pitch, I'll be throwing to the judges for around about 5 minutes in total to ask some questions and actually provide some feedback to any of the pitches. And we'll also be timing those as well. And please feel free to put in your comments and feedback and connections and different things in the chat as well, because we often direct the pitchers to have a look at the chat after they've pitched. Okay, over to our first pitcher. We have Jian Guo from ReloMate. Are you there? Unmute and let us know when you're ready to go.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Karen.
All right, timer starts now. You're on.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jian. This is my very first time joining the pitch night and Silicon Valley night. And I've been, my name is Jian, and I've been in the IT industry for past decade. My idea is called EasiGo, which is trying to solve a pain point for me and my family. I live between train stations. So when I drive to a train station, I always find myself hard to find a car park. So I wonder if there's a way to get the real-time car parking spot information for the car park. And this idea already struck me for a long time. So I have started to build out the website, the prototype, and I reached out to some product manufacturers in China. It's using a passive magnetic technology to install on the car park to detect the passing cars. And the same technology can help to solve the problem, like if I try to figure out which playground I want to take my kids for the next weekend. I'm trying to avoid the big crowd, obviously, during this COVID situation. And also for the emergency hospitals, every time I'm trying to figure out which emergency should I drive my family to, which emergency has a big queue. So this technology will hopefully sort that out by providing the real-time traffic information to the users. And that's pretty much my idea. And I'm looking for some like finance support and mentoring, and that's me.
Amazing. Thank you, Jean. And you bang on time. Awesome, you. And what a great idea, because as you were talking, this is me. Every time I walk to the station, I'm like, I wish I could park my car. I can never find a car parking spot. I would pay big money to park in someone's driveway. I'm always trying to think, who do I know that I can park in their driveway? I love it. So I'm a big fan. So over to the judges. Whoever unmutes first, let us know your questions. Maz, there you go. You're up first. Please let us know your feedback.
Thank you, Jian. That's a great presentation. I think it's a good idea. I think we've all experienced that pain of getting to a car park and then parking, 10 minutes away and missing your train. So I think the idea is good. What I'd like to find out is what sort of customer validation activities have you conducted to understand the specifics of how people would use this app?
I'll be asking families and friends and colleagues who uses early bird car parks and struggling to find out when should they leave home, for example, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are living in a hurry and trying to, fight for a spot in the train station or the early car parking free spots. And the idea is basically only validated by them.
Great, thanks. And maybe just a quick follow-up question. So if everyone's using the app, do you think spots will be filled up quickly, which means that people will not want to share the app with others, meaning that the market, go-to-market and distribution will become tougher.
It's actually a local traffic optimization solution. If you think about it, the app will actually show the real-time how many car park spots are left in a specific public area. And it will also provide features like alarms to alert the users if you are trying to be there in 10 minutes and how possibly you can get a car park. So it's actually we can build in the alert system, which beforehand predicts like how busy the car park will be. And the difference will be like it's different from Google Map, obviously, because Google Map only provides a rough estimation like, oh, this train station is busier than normal, instead of telling you exactly how many free spots are there.
Great, thank you.
No worries.
Awesome. What do you think about me, Maz? Because I'm going to book them all out because I'm on to this. Is that a question about me? I love it. I love it. Kelly, over to you, please, for your feedback.
Absolutely. I could use this in my neighborhood as well. So if you can pop up a couple each around my house, that'd be ace. Have you had, I'm going to assume you want to make money from this idea. So have you had any thoughts around how you might monetize the app, either through subscriptions or advertising or anything like that?
I think for the starters, we definitely after to providing a free service for all the users to be able to do daily commute and plan that daily commute better. And we're trying to get, starting to get access to approach to the local council for a government grant, for example, because we do need to install some device on the road. So that's definitely somewhere we're trying to raise some money from. In terms of the revenues down the track, once we have a large enough user base, I'm sure we can actually do some advertisement through the app. But I'm keen to actually keep the app free. The other way of making money is that we can actually sell commercial SaaS software as a service. This real-time traffic data will be quite valuable for GPS providers. For example, if the cars can actually display those real-time numbers, that'll save the drivers a lot of a decision-making process. And also the Google Map is another potential place we can integrate with. So we can actually sell our software as a service and charge a subscription fee. Apart from that, we can also sell commercial solutions to like commercial car parks, like a Wilson car park. We know they do have those sensors and detectors, but our solution is trying to make how many car park available in real time on internet by using the IoT technology.
That's great. Yeah, if you can make them work better than the shopping center ones, I think that's fantastic.
Thank you.
I love it. And Cloud, quickly over to you for comments. I think we're almost up with the
definitely. I mean, it's a great pitch, and thank you for that idea. It's a great idea. I'm just not gonna ask you a question. I'm just gonna raise some concern which you might consider while you're developing this idea further.
Yep.
So the first concern would be around I'm afraid that this could consider a half of a solution, not the whole solution, as you're gonna face some problems around the supply and demand, and there isn't enough car parking anyway. So you have people you don't have spots because the problem here is not that people are checking the available spots. It's actually there is not enough supply when it comes to car parking around train station or whatever. And the second one, I think you should think about also the partnership and who's all your, all the parties or stakeholders involved and will make a decision or will change your design for this idea further. For example, as the legal counsels, as I know that there is another startup which is called Hound, something like Park Hound, something like that, and they also dominate the whole parking for residential at the moment in Victoria. So maybe they could be as a partner too. So I just thinking around the partnership,
Yeah, great call out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Amazing first pitch. Thank you so much for doing it. You can relax now. You can turn your camera off or you can keep it on. You can relax. Awesome job. Well done, Jian. Thank you. And let's do our little virtual clap on there for Jian. Well done. From ReloMate. Okay, over to our next pitcher. His name is Roberto. He's from MingleMiix. Let us unmute Roberto and tell us when you're ready to go.
Hi there. My name's Rob.
Oh, but it says Roberto.
Yeah, but...
All right, let me do that again. Rob from MingleMiix, over to you. Your time starts now.
All right, thank you for that. Hi, Silicon Beach. My name's Rob, and I'm the founder and developer of MingleMiix. MingleMiix is a social platform for content creators and allows creators to help each other build a community while also inspiring those who are following their journey. I wanted to make a space where creators and their fan base have full control. For example, this platform, for example, the creator will be able to post their art on MingleMiix and choose whether they want their followers or subscribers to see their posts. The subscribers will have a fixed monthly subscription fee to see all the creators' posts, and the creator would receive 70% in proceeds. I've also added Unite, which is a drop-in audio feature where you can have your own podcast, talk shows, or meditation session, or just talk about anything and allow your subscribers to be guest speakers. And that's what I got.
Thank you, Rob. And you beat the timer. I didn't even hear it go. So there you go. Well done, you. Well done, you. Okay, over to our judges for questions or feedback and ask. Did you do your little ask in there if what you're looking for?
What I'm looking for is basically an investor that can see the potential of MingleMiix.
Excellent. Okay, Maz, Kelly, Cloud, who has a... Oh, Maz, you've gone. Oh,
yeah,
no, was it... Sorry, Kelly, you'll be up
go
first
ahead,
next time.
All yours, Kelly. You go first.
I was going to have ask two questions. One, I'd love to know where the origin of the idea came from. So what problem do you see that you're trying to solve with this app?
So basically, like, I've seen that with Instagram, when you go through a post, I want people to get inspired to see other people's posts. Not only that, but like on top of the app, when they run the app, when it first opens, you will see an inspiration quote and the user that actually posted that inspirational quote, and you'll be able to see, like, click on their profile and be able to follow them or subscribe to them and just be inspired by the user.
Got it. So rather than algorithm deciding what to see every day. Got it. And do you have a tech background? Do you build the app or the ideas?
I basically learned myself. So yeah.
Amazing. Great.
I love it. All right, Maz, over to you.
Thanks, Rob, for the pitch. Just wanted to understand a little bit more about, okay, so two-pronged question. First of all, what would make other people leave Instagram and Facebook and all the other social media platforms to join your platform, number one? And number two is, what is the defensibility aspect of your platform that one of these other social media platforms can't just take bits and pieces of yours and build it themselves?
I can't say that I have a defense for that, because everyone can take things from other social platforms. But the reason why why the users will go to MingleMiix is basically to be inspired, because with Instagram, a lot of people, like, we can say that we have freedom of speech and that, but with MingleMiix, you can actually say whatever you feel without consequences, without your post being removed or anything like that. That's the difference with in MingleMiix compared to Instagram or TikTok or any of those platforms.
Thanks.
Cloud, over to you for final comments.
Yeah, Roberto, like, sorry, who wrote for you the intro of MingleMiix? Like, you know, the first one on the top. Sorry, it's a very weird question, but
I wrote.
Like you wrote it. I feel like the person who wrote this sentence is not the person who's talking. I mean, sentence is basically saying that the value proposition here for this app is around social inclusion or community engagement, while when you're talking about is inspiration or leading by storytelling or an inspiration. So I think it's just like you need to really think, as Cali was saying, about the problem that you're trying to solve and the value proposition and addressing that clearly. So you have your really cohesive, you know, pitch or cohesive offering, I would say.
Thank you for that.
No worries.
Thank you, Cloud. And thank you, Rob. Thank you so much for pitching. There's some comments in there, so please get on the chat. Feel free to put your thoughts and views and connections and whatever you'd like to do with Rob there and direct it there. But Rob, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. All right, over to our next pitcher. We have Mahin. Let us know when you're ready to go and we'll start the timer.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Start the timer.
Thanks. My name is Mahin and great to be part of tonight's pitch night. As most of you might know, globally we're running out of natural resources and we have less than 10 years to change the way we live to ensure our next generation has a resourceful future. Have you ever considered how many kilos of waste you generate each week and how you compare to other households and what happens to your waste after it leaves your house? Well, our platform makes it possible for individuals to track how much waste they generate and how their consumption has changed over time. It will also show them how they compare to similar sized households. Through reward programs, we give individuals the incentives to increase their recycling and reduce their CO2 emission by reducing their landfill. And they can use their CO2 savings to purchase products made out of recycled material from our marketplaces. Our mission is to change consumer behavior to influence the supply chain, and currently looking for technical co-founders who have the passion for circular economy and positive impact to help us build our platform. Thank you.
Also, amazing pitch. And yeah, you had me with that proposition at the beginning. It's, yep, absolutely 100% true. Was so invested in that. Thank you so much, Mahin. Oh, and there we go. 90 seconds. You got it in time. Okay, judges, the race is on. Who's going to unmute first? Oh, Cloud, you got it. Yeah. Okay, over to you.
Very interesting, Mahin. Thank you for the pitches. It's a great idea. Have you thought about like an MVP model or a kind of a small prototype for this idea?
We are actually working on it, talking to councils who are advanced in their circular economy and also their waste management to figure out how we can actually measure individual waste.
Awesome, yeah. So the prototype, you mean, is going to be around measuring only, like have one objective, which is like measuring the individual waste?
That would be the first bit, to be able to measure your waste recycling and then being able to present it to individuals. And then from that, you can get the CO2 emissions and savings. And then you can see across the, like a month before or 6 months before, it's similar to utility bills. And how would you actually sit against other households? So those comparison, and then there would be a marketplace that only Australian-made products out of recycled materials, which are towards zero waste, would be able to join that marketplace. So as people use the
could be like a tracking tool, like what just stick in the car, like the car that actually taking our trash every day. So it could be.
Yes, there are some there are some trucks that they do have a scale and it is GPS located. However, not all councils using it because it's just not quite accurate. But there are a few councils in Sydney and Victoria who do use it. Yeah.
Great. So great start. Yeah. Thank you.
I have two climate change teenage warriors who would be fist pumping at the air at the idea of this. I love it. Kelly, I think I saw you unmute. Over to you.
Yeah, I love this. I'm a big composter. So I think any way that you can track, I think we want to not necessarily gamify things now, but see what our impact is having. So having a way to track, I think, is really useful. Where do you see it going? Do you see it being something you can really engage with councils with, or do you think the marketplace will become a way that you can get revenue streams from? How do you see it going from that perspective?
Both.
Yeah.
Councils have a great interest in it because it costs them a lot. I actually work for council, for Brimbank Council. So there's a cost associated with it. And also we have to produce performance reports that shows like climate actions, and there's also like the executives comparing themselves to each other. So that's one side of it. And then the marketplace, and also understanding consumers' behavior for big supermarkets, because right now each of them have only their own kind of data, but this platform you would be able to capture the data across the city, for example, or whoever buys from whichever, supermarket, you'll be able to track consumers' behavior. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you, Kelly. And Maz, over to you for some final comments.
Thanks. Well done, Mahin. Literally just on Tuesday, I was thinking to myself as I was taking the trash out, I'm recycling all of this stuff, but, is that actually having an impact? So, I think it's an excellent approach. What's measured can be improved. So how would you actually measure it? Is that, so what is the measurement mechanism?
Very, very, very interesting question. It's per kilos. And there are different ways that we thought about. You can actually add a scale that would have like a digital scale to the bins. That was my initial idea, but it's not quite practical. Like, it will cost a lot, and every time one of them goes, something goes wrong, you got to keep changing those scales. The alternative is the scale on the trucks, which the technology is already there, and there are councils that are using it. However, because the hand moves a lot, what I've got from, for example, Brimbank, that is not accurate. So it's a matter of working out how we can actually use the scale on the handle of the truck in a more efficient way.
Yeah, and I think, if you're really looking to target the individual household, that problem is going to be critical. The reason being is that, let's say, for example, in apartments and units, you can't just measure the waste within a rubbish bin. You want to be able to measure from there. So, and obviously cost challenges based on, having individual bins. So that's going to be obviously a critical part, which sounds like you're putting thought into. And maybe just finally, just very quickly, where do you see your first pathway for monetization?
The first
path of being able to monetize it and generate revenue from this.
The council subscriptions. Okay. That's our first target, and then we will move into commercial section, like a small, like offices and restaurants, and that would be the secondary. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
There is a great value in the data, Mahin, as well. Don't underestimate that. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Mahin. Well done. Thank you. Congratulations. Big clap out to you. Please make sure there's been some comments coming through. So please make sure that you keep that conversation going. And if you've got anything that you'd like to support with Mahin and her idea and startup, please pop it on the chat and connect with her direct. Thank you. Over. You can relax. Okay. Over to our next picture. We have Michelle from Naru. Michelle, unmute and let us know when you're ready to get going.
Hello.
Hi, Michelle. You ready to go?
Yep. Okay.
All right. Time to start.
Cool. So when's the last time you felt real on social media? How often do you lay in bed scrolling on your phone at night and just unable to go to sleep? What am I doing, you ask? What is my purpose? Am I neglecting my purpose, or am I just unmotivated because I don't know how to start working on it? There's a lot of negativity on social media. We all know that. It's even harder to talk about your personal struggles with your friends. You think, do they even care? And it's ironic. We're in an age where we're all interconnected, but people feel more disconnected from each other than ever. We feel like we can't reach out about things that truly matter to us. Naru is a social media platform that aligns personal development with building strong connections with your friends, empowering the social dilemma generation to reclaim their time and prioritize their own productivity to achieve their purpose. In our app, we focus on breaking down your goals and sharing it with your friends without the social pressure. You feel better using Naru instead of more tired, drained, and insecure about having to be perfect on the platform. You matter only to your close friends, not strangers on the internet who are flaunting their achievements. You can be imperfectly you. Hardship is the reality, and life is much more fun doing the things you love with the people who support you. Do you ever feel like you're constantly watching other people achieve their goals and live their life without living your own narrative? Empower your own story by giving yourself the right importance, and that's first. Thank you.
Well done, Michelle. That was awesome. Thank you. I love that. Imperfectly you, being perfectly imperfectly you. I think that's what I say to my to my teenagers all the time. Love, love, love. Okay, over to the judges for their comments and feedback. Who would like to go first? Kelly, over to you.
You had me hooked. It was a really nice intro and a nice story. I do like storytelling. I think that's great. But I do need to know more about the product. Can you give me a little bit more detail so I can picture it in my mind?
Of course. So the product is basically like any productivity app, just with the social media aspect. So instead of you having to go to your calendar and look at what you're achieving, maybe a to-do list, or some people even have a notebook where they write down what they want to do every day, being able to share that with people who are very close to you, and they can even hold you accountable for what you said that you wanted to do for yourself, is basically the main idea and what we're selling in our application. So we're not trying to replace, you scrolling on your phone on social media, because we think that there are so many positives out there as well. People can be all sorts of unique selves on social media, but just like there's the missing part of being real to yourself and also showing your struggles and maybe showing some parts of yourself that you don't want to show to the whole world, but just, your mom or your sister or maybe your partner, and having that really, really close connection where they can maybe nudge you on something that they've seen you work on and say, hey, like, how are you going with those applications for your jobs? Or like, hey, how's your homework going? And so they can really see your progress and also encourage you in both the real life or through the Naru application, and be able to, both grow together as just individuals. And that's what we're trying to provide for all of us.
Sorry, my dog was just about to bark. Sorry.
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, let it bark, Kelly. All
good. That sounds great. I think my mum would really love to nudge me even just to call her. I think I missed, what was your ask for the group?
Yep. So our ask is mainly to be able to pitch this to more people, especially on, users. There are so many people who are currently using social media, and we know that we possibly can't reach the whole market without, your help. And just having mentors to, tell us about, their own experience of launching like a platform, especially not just a service, but having, parties on a platform and being able to grow that would be our main ask, I think, at this point.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kelly, for the reminder. Okay, Cloud or Maz, over to you to ask Michelle some questions.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle. Thanks for presenting. So just want to get clarification. So it's a platform where you can share kind of, your goals and your desires, and announce whether, you're achieving them or not. Is that basically, one of the main features?
Yep. So basically you'd be able to go through a framework. So say, James Clear might tell you that you have to break your goals into habits, and going through that framework, you'll actually realize what you want to do and also how to do it. So you might have a specific task that you need to do every single day. Now, a person might be able to track that task and then they will share it with their close friends. So the close friends will see it on their feed. And perhaps if you haven't been tracking it, your close friends will also be notified that, okay, you might need some help, or this person has been quite, lacking or far behind on what they said they wanted to do. And then you have a reason to sort of go, okay, hey, is everything going all right? And just reach out to them. Yeah.
Great. Okay, excellent. Yeah, and so I think a few important factors to consider over here as you start validating and seeing whether this is going to take off is that doing some research on psychological development and personal development as well as to what actually works. And there is conflicting research on whether it's better to announce your goals or to keep it secret. It almost sounds like it's better to announce it, but I think the jury's still out on that. So that's a piece of research. But I think in terms of what you're trying to achieve is getting people away from all this social media and really focusing on their passions and goals. I think that's great. And whether or not it's sharing it with people and sharing it with others, whether that's the best approach or not, I think it would be important for you to provide evidence-based research, just like, for example, meditation apps, the mindful apps. So they all have a lot of evidence behind it. And so starting from that might help. But yeah, sorry, you wanted to say something on that as well?
No. I think so with social media, Instagram has close friends. Some other applications might, get you to form your own close community. But with Naru, so the thing is, for every single type of goal that you want to achieve, you can actually select a few people to be your accountability partners. And those specific people will be the people who see, you either struggling or you're progressing really well, and they can encourage you. Perhaps you want all your friends to see, some things that you want to post publicly, but if you only want a few close people, so say your mom or your sister or someone to know about one specific thing, it could be a mentor, it could be a coach, it could be a personal trainer, and they could just pester you about this one thing that they might be able to help you with. So be able to target specifically each social community between what you want to achieve for yourself. So there's different categories of that. And we understand that, of course, with close friends, it's still not working. People are still scared to showcase, certain aspects of their life. So yeah, definitely that's something that we do need to validate on. And research is also really good. We could take that on board. Thank you.
Yeah, no, look, Michelle, that's fantastic, actually. Just as you've explained that gives me an idea that there's potentially a lot more application to this. It doesn't just have to be social media. And when you say social media, it's like, okay, well, is it just about sharing? It's not about that. It's about accountability. And I can already imagine, commercial users and even, family therapists can use that as well. So yeah, great. Thanks. Taking up a lot of time with questions.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maz. Such great constructive feedback and thoughts. It's awesome. I love it. So, Cloud, over to you for some final comments.
We have some time actually over this. Thank you, Mikhail, so much. I mean, it's a great pitch as well. I mean, when you explain it further, it's becoming more clear. And yeah, it's a great idea. I'm just like, my concern as well would be around developing or spending some time on developing the tool itself rather than developing the community or trying to test and validate this idea. And is it actually valuable or deliver value proposition to customers or not, or to community or not? So I would just suggest, because I think like there are a lot of private group on Facebook or on some other platform that can do that. And when it comes to corporate as well, there are a lot of tools as well that can track teams, for example, which promote culture in the workplaces, basically, which can track performance goals, all the things that employees want to achieve. And I just don't want you to spend a lot of time on developing an extra tool, while you can first investigate and test what is the actual value proposition that you can deliver to customer, and what is basically the job that people trying to get done, and they can find tools for it, Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think our main difference between like a lot of professional networking applications or even like HR culture, I think the main difference is really that we're trying to encourage people to use their time more wisely. So inevitably, it is trying to boost your productivity and not just particularly inform you of how to become like a better employee, but how to achieve some personal goals in your own life. So say you wanted to talk to more people, maybe you could set up a goal to, encourage yourself to talk to more managers or get more involved in the community. So if we break it down into more actionable steps, and yes, we do need to validate the application, but we are also technical co-founders. So we have an MVP that we're currently testing for the close, group of social, like our friends, and we'd also like to release this to more people in the future to get them to tell us about, how they can use Naru and if they can imagine themselves using it with their friends in their own community and with whatever they're currently using, if we can replace that or even improve on it. Yeah, thank you so much.
No worries. I wasn't talking though about making it similar to the corporate tools or the professional tools. I was just saying that. I was just saying like whether like instead of focusing on the tool itself and what it's actually deliver, just focus on the idea and what is the customer or the person is trying to achieve, and break that down as you're saying and start to validate that.
Thank you. We'll take down what. Thanks.
Fantastic. Well, well done, Michelle. Big clap to you. Well done. And I hope that you've gathered some great thoughts and feedback from our amazing judges who are just giving some great content for you to think about and questions moving forward. Love it. All right. Over to our next presenter. But before I introduce her, we are going to do something we haven't done for ages here at Silicon Beach, which we are going to do a bit of a shout out for impromptu pitches tonight. So we've actually got space and time for perhaps one or two. So I'm going to throw it out. If anyone is sitting there listening and thinking, I wish that I put myself up and registered to pitch, let me know. Send me a private message in the chat. Let me know who you are and your business name, and you can pitch. This is the best thing about this group. You don't know who's listening on the call and you don't know what this will be. The last time we did this, we had an impromptu pitcher and I think they ended up winning a great prize and going on and doing an all amazing things. So do it. Think about it. Be brave. So I'm going to leave that with you all, but over to our registered pitcher, Subha. Subha from KaviTree, unmute and let us know when you're ready to get going.
Thanks, Karen. I was sort of an impromptu as well. David reached out last night.
Yes, love it. Love it. Off you go. We'll start the timer now.
I'm ready. Thank you for the opportunity to join you all tonight. Imagine yourself as a student in secondary school or in college interested in digital and technology. You've been studying for a couple of years now and you wonder, gee, I've been meeting people who say they work in digital or IT and they love it. I actually don't know what it means. It doesn't sound like it's all coding, which is what I've been told. If only I can get some mentors from the industry to talk to or some practical learning to understand what opportunities are available. That would help me choose the right subjects and network while I'm studying. How many of us have been in that situation? We study to work, not work to study. My name is Subha Chari and I have over 25 years experience in digital and tech industry. I would like to introduce my startup KaviTree, which is a platform that connects students to work. We bridge the gap by coaching them on enterprise.
I think we've lost Subha. I think is she just frozen? As she was just getting, oh no, Subha, I'm just going to stop you there. You froze. Just for probably about 10 seconds or so. So we'll give you a little bit extra longer. Did you just want to kind of dial back to, yep, about 20 seconds or so and start again? We'll start the clock from there.
My name is Subha Chari and I have over 25 years experience in digital and tech industry. I would like to introduce my startup KaviTree, which is a platform that connects students to work. We bridge the gap by coaching them on enterprise skills needed to face the digital future and link them with appropriate mentors and employers to learn and grow. KaviTree is also making an impact to the UN Sustainability Development Goal 2030 to provide quality education to students to secure meaningful, practical work, employment, or entrepreneurship. We are in our beta launch currently. So what are you waiting for? We would love to hear from you or introduce us with students who are interested in digital or tech careers. We have a special launch offer currently. Love to have more mentors from the industry join us in our community. And if you're an employer who want to join hands with us to build the pipeline of next generation professionals, we would love the opportunity to partner with you. Reach out or find me in LinkedIn. Thank you.
Smashed it, Subha. Well done. That was awesome. Thank you for dialing it back. I hate it when those technical glitches happen, but you did fantastic. And look, David's already giving you that clap there. Well done, you. Okay, over to our judges. Who would like to ask some questions or provide some feedback first?
I can go first. I think I really like the idea. I just have I don't have any like sort of I think it's really clear, and the value proposition as well is very clear. What I would just like to know, if this program is tailored to some specific kids' needs. I mean, there are like when you're talking about kids, it's like you're talking about the whole people, but just different generation. And what I would love to know is your consideration or your thinking around if you can tailor this program to meet or to fit for purpose some, for example, intellectual disability needs, or, you know, all of these sort of needs. Yes, if you thought about that, please just share with us.
So my target audience is secondary school students and tertiary students, university, vocational colleges, TAFE, etc. I haven't thought about the kids with special needs yet, but what the program does is takes the students through a design thinking approach, and they practically solve problems. They take an idea to solve, and then they actually go through the whole problem solving techniques to get it to some sort of a solution or a prototype. And in doing that, I think we are giving the students a little bit of an outside of the box thinking, rather than sticking to the regular syllabus that they're doing as well.
Yeah.
And using the design thinking, I'm also coaching them on the different careers available in the digital and tech industry, because there's a bit of creativity needed, there's analytical stuff needed, there's technical stuff needed, and there's logical thinking needed. Quite a broad array of things needed to actually get through that design thinking phase, and then get them into a focused mentorship through expression of interest. So if they particularly like a focus on a certain career, then to get mentored from the industry with that, and also then link them with potential work internships. That's where the whole journey is going.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I would like you, I would like you to consider just one word and just put it there: accessibility. Just try to think about how this program could be, because this is going to be really crucial when you scale this program, or when you scale this startup, how you make this program accessible to your all target audience, basically. And whatever their needs. So you really need to break them down, to break the target audience to different categories, different needs, and etc., to make it accessible, because this is your point to scale. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. That's great. Thanks.
Thank you, Cloud. Okay, Kelly, over to you.
Great, thanks, Subha. So is the idea to get students job ready, or to get them more sort of practical experience in particular industries before potentially choosing a work path or a tertiary education? Is that sort of the idea as well?
Yeah, so from a school perspective, the funnel's a bit more larger. So from a school perspective, we want to get students to understand the digital and tech industry better. Yep. About 90% of jobs by 2030 is going to be in digital and automation. So we want to push everybody to that. And then they have an opportunity to actually choose which industry they want to actually pick from a school perspective. From a university perspective, the students have chosen IT or computing or engineering or whatever it is, but then we are channeling them into their field of interest by giving them the practical work internships where possible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I started doing an IT degree and gave up, so I didn't really know what it was, and then did a law degree and I still don't know what it is. So I think if I hadn't learned way back then, practical uses, and I think people would take a lot of different paths. So great, well done.
Thank you. We've all been there, Kelly.
Yeah.
We sure have. I love it. And Maz, over to you for some final thoughts. And just for everyone's reference, we have got 2 pitches already, so stop messaging me. But if you wanted to pitch and you didn't, make sure you get into September's one. Okay, Maz, over to you.
Great, thank you. Subha, thank you so much for that. I think the approach that you're taking to learning, which is to enable design thinking, I think that's the future, definitely. My question is, it's a little bit different. I mean, why do you think that this doesn't exist in other places?
It does exist. So I do have competitors, but specific areas. So I've looked at Year 13, I've looked at Hatch.io, I've looked at a few competitors there, CS in Schools is there. So there are parts of what I'm offering being offered elsewhere, but it's not a continuous journey. So previously I've done a community program called Can Change Ratio to teach technology to girls in high schools. And we actually took them to tech industry to see it in action, and that's what inspired them and inspired me to actually do this idea. So it's a journey. They're actually going to they join the community, and then they keep learning and learning and learning, and they can drop off at any time they want, but they can also be part of the community all along, until they, and also coach the others. So it's sort of a circular coaching community.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, great. And so it sounds like the secret sauce is actually in the program design itself.
Yes.
Yep. Fantastic. No, great. I like it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Subha, do you have an MVP at the moment? Like, do you actually do this program at the moment?
Yeah. So I did an alpha launch with school students earlier this year, and I'm doing a beta with university students at the moment, and we are trying to learn as much as possible before we can just scale up.
Great. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, well done, Subha. Thank you. Well done, David, in making sure that Subha pitched. Did you want to say something, David, before we head over?
Yes, and just to put it out there, we might have Subha's graduates as the pitchers in September's pitch night.
Oh, fantastic. We would love that. Love, love, love. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Okay, over to our next picture. Her name is Nikki Cali. She's been sitting there looking gorgeous and brilliant. I love your red jewelry, Nikki. You are from Memberapp. Unmute. Let us know when you're ready.
Hi, everyone.
Off you go.
Hi, I'm Nikki from Memberapp. I am basically producing or developing a software in the e-learning industry. So the e-learning industry is booming at the moment online. Everyone's coaching, memberships and all that sort of stuff. So they're saying by 2026, it could be worth $370 billion. So everyone wants a piece of that pie. And I myself had a piece of that pie. I was creating my own course and a membership. I am in interiors. So I created my membership as an app. I'm in an area, I'm in an entrepreneurial group, I'm with women in business and so forth. And all these other women were asking me questions of how did I build this app? And they wanted the same thing. So light went off about 18 months ago, and I thought, I'm going to research this a little bit more. And to today, basically at this point, I have created and we're close to launching Memberapp. Now, Memberapp is basically a content management and engagement management software. So it's white labeled and you can use it on desktop and as an application. So what that basically means is you, as a business, you could be for knowledge-based businesses. So it could be anyone who's sharing their knowledge via a membership, anyone's teaching their knowledge via online courses, or anyone who's guiding other people through coaching programs. You could even be an organisation that needs to train your email staff. That's basically what it is. It's a software that you can use to share your content.
Love it, Nikki. Quickly, your ask. Did you have an ask that you would like from the group?
We just basically need to share our app through warm sharing. So we just basically need warm interest. We're trying to get it out there more. We've had international interest actually to invest, but we pushed that away because I'm all Australian. I wanted it to stay in Australia. So yeah, we're trying to sort of push it here more in Australia.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, judges, over to you for some questions and feedback. Kelly.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, I agree with you. E-learning space is insane. I'm just having a quick look at the website now. You mentioned white labeling. So is the idea to have a subscription model, or how do you plan to sort of monetize?
We're basically, monthly subscription, annual subscription. At the moment, we have a pre-order offer because it's not out yet. So we're offering like lifetime or a 5-year subscription based on, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And have you got people testing it now in the background, users online now?
Yeah, we've done a whole lot of surveys for about 6 months straight. And I'm actually in a group where we call it a goals group. So I'm in a group with a number of other women who have actually been testing the modules as we've been building it. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
Love the sisterhood. Okay, Cloud or Maz, would you like to unmute? Maz, over to you.
Yeah, sure. I was avoiding seeing the website, but I was too interested, so I had to go in and have a look at the website. So could you, for the audience, could you tell us a little bit more about some of the features that the testing is bringing up to the top, saying, okay, this is what people are really loving?
Yeah, sure. At the moment, because it's a content deliverable system, so what we're doing is we're trying to create confidence in people using online to actually deliver their content. The main aim is to bring all the plugins that you can get from all different technologies. Everyone hates trying to get one plugin and another one. So what we've done is we've created everything under the house. So the features that we're offering is you can actually hold webinars in there. You can have your own library of audio, so like podcast library, your content library, so it looks like a website. You can schedule it, you can secure it with access levels and so forth. So the main features is security. So you want to secure your content because you've got paying members using your content, accessing your content, and you want to schedule it because you're not on it 24/7. So people need to schedule their content as well.
Fantastic. Thanks. And maybe just quickly, what's your go-to-market strategy that you think will get traction?
We're basically promoting it generally online at the moment. But what we're trying to do is push it towards the startup industry, so the new business industry, anyone who's actually looking to share their knowledge and everything like that. So we're within groups and everything and just promoting it that way.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Maz. Cloud, did you have any final comments or feedback?
No, it's a great, Nikki. I mean, it's really great, and I'm just like I know myself that there is a huge number of competitors out there. Maybe they advertise themselves or they offer in different ways, but also maybe because they developed already, and the way they advertise themselves is through not the platform but through the coaches they already have, and they're saying just like this coach is delivering or managing their content through our platform. So I think it's just like I'm wondering about have you done any study about your competitors? How do you think you're going to beat your competitors and deliver more value than them?
I've grown up with the saying of master at one thing instead of being good at many things. Yeah. And a lot of our competitors, which we've done a lot of research on, are good at many things. They don't master at one thing. So a lot of the features that they offer in their packages are plugins from here and there. So you get payment options, email, click funnels, all that sort of stuff. We literally concentrate just on content delivery and member engagement. So everyone is always under the one house. You're not sending off people to social media platforms to socialize. You're not sending people off to watch a webinar and link into that. Everything is always under our roof. So we're mastering content delivery and audience engagement. So that's what our aim is. We're not getting messed up with click funnels and email systems and payment systems and all that sort of stuff. You can take payments in the software, but we're not worrying about all these extra plugins. Or whenever you have a membership or a school, you want everyone to concentrate and not be sort of distracted by notifications and pings and all that sort of stuff. So what we try to do is make sure everyone stays inside the one house. And because it's accessible on an app, it's usable for the end users, whether they're at home or wherever.
But have you defined, because I know myself that, I mean, I'm not sure because I haven't been inside the system or inside this software, but is it designed to a specific user, like coach, for example, business coach, or is it designed to, for example, like tutor, some sort of universities or
anyone who's sharing, anyone who's knowledge sharing. So anyone, it's for anyone who shares their knowledge, teaches their knowledge, guides people. So because there's a course feature, there's a challenge feature, there's a number of different features in Memberapp. So it's all about the different ways of delivering your content.
Yeah, and who do you think is like the real competitor to you in Scratch?
I would say Kajabi is the closest.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they are like huge, these guys.
Yeah, they're huge, because they charge so much, but we won't be charging as much.
Oh my God, they charge a lot, and they are huge, these guys. So with they basically have everything inside, and I think it's the experience itself, because they have everything inside. It makes it more professional to some extent to business coaches, for example, but it doesn't really make it appealing to a teacher, for a student, or a tutor for university, which you might play when you go to market. When you're designing your go-to-marketing strategy, you want to go play in different area till you just have some, community by your own, and then you can go big that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we spent a year actually doing the UX of this application to make sure it was really easy. And the reason behind that is because whilst we were surveying businesses, we actually surveyed members who used Kajabi as well as other platforms. And a lot of the complaints that we saw were the usability of the app they have or the program that they have. So the end user who's actually paying the business to run didn't like the usability of it. So our aim with Memberapp is to make sure it's really usable, not just for the business, but for the end user. So that's why we're really concentrated on just the content delivery and the engagement side of it.
Love it, love it. Thank you, Cloud, and thank you, Nikki. Well, over to the really exciting bit, which is the prizes. So we've almost come to the end. Before I hand over to the judges, I just wanted to send a big shout out to every single person who pitched and almost pitch bent. That's to you. Thank you so much. It takes so much courage to get up here and do it. I do know that I've been in that situation myself where I have done the 90-second pitch at a Silicon Beach, and it was horrifying, and I'm sure I was a big jumbled mess. And so I'm absolutely huge kudos to all of you who have done it today. Absolutely amazing. So before I hand over to the judges, let's all just give all our pitches an incredible clap. Well done. Okay, Kelly, I'm going to hand over to you to announce the Birchal prize.
All right. Yeah, well done.
Roll.
Well done. Fantastic. I love hearing new ideas all the time. The Birchal prize tonight is going to Nikki from Memberapp. And so our prize is a free expression of interest campaign. You can use it if and when you're ready to raise capital, but it's also actually a great way. You can use it as a marketing tool and to get user sign up. So we can chat to you about that if and when you're ready. Well done, Nikki.
Yay. Well, Nikki's so excited, and your facial expression was priceless then, Nikki. It was like, what, me? Who?
Oh, I missed it. I can't see where you are. Oh, there, damn it. Anyway.
It was priceless. Congratulations, Nikki. That is awesome. And obviously working with Birchal is amazing too. They are Australia's biggest equity crowdfunding platform. So there you go. Awesome prize. And thank you so much, Kelly, for the announcing and for joining us as a judge. Maz, over to you for the Founder Institute prize, please. Drum roll.
Thank you, Karen. It was so difficult. And really, we would love to offer the scholarship for Founder Institute Australia New Zealand to Mahin for your idea. So we would be very excited to have you. As you know, that the program is actually a 16-week program where founders come and we help you build the business from scratch, all the way from validation to launching, even getting funding as well. So we'd love for you to join. The semester starts in the 16th of August. Anyone else that's looking to join or looking to get that support, obviously everyone's very welcome. It's fi.co. Have a look. Feel free to reach out to me as well if you want more information. And because I had some amazing ideas out here. Unfortunately, we only had one scholarship, but we'd love to see some of these ideas come to life. So thank you very much, and congratulations, Mahin. And also thank you very much for Silicon Beach for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you, Maz, and congratulations, Mahin. That smile on your face says it all. So exciting. And this is the magic of these virtual pitch nights. You can come and your business can change, and look at all the connections. It's so awesome. Thank you so much to the Founder Institute and Maz too for being here, and congratulations again, Mahin. All right, over to our final prize, which is the THNK.U-bator. Now, David Cloud.
Yes,
over
and
to you
the
both.
winner is, where's David? The winner is...
The winner is, go David, you can announce.
And the spot in the THNK.U-bator online cohort to validate your idea goes to Michelle from Naru.
Michelle from Naru, congratulations. Oh, yay, she's smiling, covering her mouth. so David, just share with us once again what exactly is involved in that prize.
It is a 3-month program where we go through the design thinking process in 2 cycles, helping you to identify your value proposition, identify your target customer, get hopefully to a MVP that you can then get out and test and be ready for the next step on your journey.
Definitely.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
Congratulations, Michelle. I just want to say, really, I mean, it was so difficult, and everyone is a winner today, especially Subha and Jian as well. Yes. Am I right?
Yes.
And everyone else. So it just limited prizes today, but keep coming and keep coming to the next Bitches Night as well. And the prize is always there. We have different judges, of course, and different prizes every time. Yeah.
We sure do. Thank you so much, Cloud. And what a wonderful note to end our evening on. We've just clicked over to 7 o'clock. For all the prize winners, please look out for an email from myself. I will connect you with either Kelly, Maz, David, and Cloud. So look out for those emails. I'll take care of that this evening. But congratulations, yes, to every single person that pitched. It is not lost on me that all 3 prize winners tonight were female. Because actually we can, because females are the way to go. Go the female founders in the room. And thank you to incredible judges, to Cloud, to Kelly, to Maz. It's been incredible having you for joining us tonight and for all that amazing feedback. To everyone in the audience, thank you so much for participating in your great chats and all the support that you provide our pitches. David, as always, you're amazing. And to the incredible team behind the scenes, we've got Jeanette and Janine. You are awesome. You keep this thing going. And that's it for us. Thank you so much. I hope lockdown's okay for all of us that are in it. Hang in there. Good night, everybody.
A spectacular job from you as well, Karen. Good night. See you all.
Thank you, Karen.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Karen. See you guys.
And the form is open. You can register for next month already.
Great. Where do I register?
I see. I will send you a link in the chat.
Fantastic.
We should probably do that every time. Just put a link in the chat so people can sign up straight away.
Yeah, because this isn't. I mean, it's great. Yeah, cool, perfect.
Hit this one.
I've got it. Thanks, David.
Yeah, because everybody's going to remember that, David. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's the easy one. I have a longer one.
Someone hasn't heard of short URL.
Well, back when we had a website that was more user friendly, we had a much more user friendly URL for it as well. In fact, I think it was just pitch.siliconbeachgroup.org. Something like that. Anyway, those were the days.
Getting EDM out on Meetup, First, I worked with a university, so I had about 10 links in there or 12 links in there that I put through a link shortener, and then I put them into Meetup, and after 3 times sending or 3 times using the link, Meetup blocked the link, and it was not working anymore. So I had heaps of fun with link shorteners. I do not touch them for the next couple of weeks. We solved that problem afterwards.
Well, I've got it. Thank you very much. I'll apply, and really great to see you guys. Look forward to participating more. Ciao.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
I'm off for dinner. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.